Hi, I'm Don, and this is The Hobbyist Geek. Welcome back, everybody! Today, we are continuing our new model journey by completing the final cassette bot in this collection, Rumble. Yes, I know the cartoon version of Rumble and Frenzy were reversed, the comic book version were reversed in the cartoon. Somebody screwed up, but this is my Rumble because I grew up on the 80s cartoon and he was blue. But that said, I don't expect this guy is going to be much more difficult than Frenzy or any of the other cassette bots, so I expect to be able to finish him off in one day. It's definitely a small box, limited amount of metal here. But why don't we take a look at the packaging and see what comes inside. Okay, so here is the box for Rumble, and other than the coloring, he doesn't look terribly different from Frenzy. It looks like the guns are attached to his back. He's got his pile drivers out, and these actually look pretty awesome. I do like these pile drivers. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get them together as neat and smooth as they look here. We'll have to wait and see, of course. On the back side here, we've got additional images, nothing too surprising. Everything looks like it should be relatively easy. I do like that we've got the pile drivers here, so I don't have to deal with the little thumbs that like we had on Frenzy. Looks like we've got 2 sheets of metal, 99 pieces, and a difficulty of 4. So there really shouldn't be too much to worry about here. Let's go ahead and get the cellophane off and see what's inside. Okay, with the cellophane off, we will pull the box out of the sleeve. Alright. And let's see what is here. Nothing surprising, I'm sure. That's right, we've got our instructions. Not a book this time, just, a trifold page. Nothing major or surprising there. Oh, we do have some magnets, though. I don't know what the magnets are for. I can't wait to find out. And we've got our metal. Wonder if those magnets are how the gun's attached to the back. I guess we'll find out. Alright, on the metal side, it doesn't look like anything major or surprising. Nice deep purple, dark blues. This should go together reasonably well. I don't see anything stand out. So why don't we go ahead and cut some pieces out and we'll just get started. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. We have us a completed Rumble. Sitting here looking nice. I think there are a few issues with him, but overall, not a bad figure at all. Not a bad figure for his size. And you know, the color scheme is great. I love the blue. I love the purple. The detail is very similar to the Frenzy that we did. Those pile drivers, I think I would have preferred the arms. Those things were far more difficult to put together than I had expected that they would be. But, well, let's get into some of the more minute details. Alright, obviously his weapons are stored on his back. Nothing surprising there. That's got to be like a Moo model logo on the back of his head, and the copyright is right there, along with this numbering that was on Frenzy as well. The pile drivers themselves, a lot of painted on detail, but they were very, very difficult to assemble. What's odd is both of the magnets go into this cylinder here, and you can basically move it just that tiniest of bits. Now, here's the odd part. when you push up, the magnets actually touch. Okay, and you can orient them so that it is attracted or repelled. And the instructions don't actually tell you which to do. But the way they're mounted in there is so fragile that if those two were to touch and be attracted, that mounting would pop and the magnets would be stuck together, and you have no way to get back in there without complete disassembly. But with them repelled, there's just not enough force there for this to close. What's worse than all of that is if they had put the magnets on the opposite sides of where they are, you'd have a lot more room. But because they are mounted the way they are, that's all the motion you get. And, you know, I don't know. I don't think it was worth it. I think it's a bit of over-engineering that really did not need to be there. All of that said, you've got all the same detail that you had on Frenzy. You got the Decepticon logo, the little silver highlights. I think they were gold on Frenzy. The color's a little different. Other than that, it is pretty much just like Frenzy. The legs are at an angle as opposed to straight. But when you set them down, the feet don't actually sit flat on the ground. You can see there is plenty of room here. And, it doesn't matter really how I try to position it. Those feet just do not sit on the ground flush. Not particularly happy with that. Also, when he's in his resting pose here, his face is looking down. I think, a little bit of a neck, tilt the head up a little bit so that he's looking forward and you can actually see the detail on that face. I think that would have been beneficial here. But, all in all, a decent representation of Rumble. So let's go ahead and get into some comparisons. First up, we have the Masterpiece version of Rumble. And, that's as close an approximation to the pose as I can get, which is not too shabby. I do like the coloring on the Moo model much better. The blue and the dark purple as opposed to the light and dark purple. But, it is what it is. One transforms, one does not. And here he is next to his cassette-bot buddies and Soundwave. I actually really like this look. These are all the Moo model versions, of course. And we've got Laserbeak up here on Soundwave's arm. We got Buzzsaw in his chest in cassette form, as well as his buddy Frenzy and Ravage right here. And I think this particular look is actually rather incredible. I think it's just jumping right out of the screen onto my table, and it's going to look awesome in a display. Anyway, I think that's about all we've got for today. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Have a great day.